So it's another week of mashup, so let's have a look at what's been going on this week. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, drop us a comment, hit the like button, and don't forget Sunday's video, we've got our tips coming up again. We have also snuck into the end of this video a little tip, so do not miss that. That's coming up towards the end of this video. Oh, I love a button. I love a button. Oh, it's all working. So just doing a few checks on a motorhome in part exchange today. So part of the checks is just making sure everything is working and we've got no damp issues or anything like that. So far, so good. So we've got vans stacking up here, there and everywhere. Morning of going through part exchanges. So just literally just had a quick look in the motorhome, so you might have just seen a snippet of that, just checking the bed and all the damp and everything on that. We need to take that for a test drive. And then we've got a couple of other caravans that are coming, so just going through those now, doing a damp check, checking the year, just general condition. On this one we've got a bit of an old awning mark. I think the awning poles caught it at some point, so we'll see how it looks once that's had a bit of a clean up, and then because the only way to repair something like that is to actually fill and paint it. So but sometimes when they're actually polished up they don't look as bad, and again it's a 6-year-old van now, so you've got to sort of expect some things. So it's another busy morning, getting lots of, I think we've got 5 vans out this weekend, so they're busy sort of trying to get everything cleaned and washed off and ready. We've got vans on the pitch that have just come in that need a bit of a wash off, like that 560 there. So busy morning. Been doing a few repairs. Our tyre machine was playing up, it got a couple of air leaks, so I'll fix that this morning, so hopefully next time we need to do any tyres we can do that a little bit easier. Bit of news this morning too, finally moving forwards a little bit quicker now, fingers crossed, on our new site. So more will be coming on that soon, so we've got more staff starting. We've just got another service engineer that we've just taken on, so hopefully he should start next week and then start to get some of these caravans ready for going over to the new site. I think we're still about a month away. But hopefully we can start pre-PDIing some of the caravans on the sales pitch, so we can get the vans out a little bit quicker. So if you buy a caravan, we're hoping that we can just try and get on top of everything, so we can get things out through the door a little bit quicker and just turn things over a little bit quicker. Obviously we're going to have a little bit more capacity, so we're trying to get up to 50-60 vans in total between the two sites, which will be spread across the two sites. So that is the plan. I think we're going to do a few updates as we progress on that. Bit of information where it's going to be, how it's looking, what's happening. So that should be a nice little journey that we're hopefully going to take you on. Got the little Discovery. So I think we had a quick look in this last week. So cracking little van. So nice little fixed bed. Got a nice little 2-berth, 8995, a real good little price range van, this one, with a separate shower and toilet at the back. We've got the front seat as well, so you can replace the little chest of drawers. Got the shower, separate shower and toilet at the back there, so good little washroom. Nice little van, real good value for money, that 8995. Again, just needs a bit of a clean on the floor, so we're just going around this week getting everything ready for the weekend. There's nothing worse than having a window delivered and it's this nervous time of actually trying to check it and make sure that it's not got damaged in transit. Okay, so hopefully it looks okay. Oh, just the arm. falling off. Can't see anything. The next thing is then, is it the right window? So it looks good, but I won't be happy till we've fitted it and checked it. There we go, good as new. Thankfully, it's all fit, everything all lined up. So another van that can now go on sale and be sold. So we've got a 4-wheel drive motor mover that is just about to be fitted onto this one today. So we've swapped the motor mover off the customer's old van, and now we're going to fit it onto his new one. The back mud guards, they're going to have to be removed, and sometimes if we've got a underslung spare wheel carrier, that has to be removed to fit the back set of movers on a twin axle. Today I had a customer asking about if he needs to jack his caravan up, how to actually do it. So I'm just going to run through a quick procedure of if you need to jack your caravan up for any reason, the best way to do it. So where we're going to be positioning our jack, if you've not got a special jack and a special fitting, is on this actual chassis rail that runs along the caravan, and we want to be just slightly behind the wheel. We want to make sure that the handbrake is on, so we'll pop the handbrake into the on position, and then on our opposite side we're going to want to chock our wheels. So we need to make sure that the wheels are chocked. Even though the handbrake is on, we just want to make sure that that is nice and safe and not going to go anywhere. We want to make sure all of our legs are up. So we'll pop all of our legs rightfully up. And then what we'll do is we'll start to pop our jack up and make sure that our jack pad is right in the middle of our chassis leg. We can then jack the caravan up. If it's just to manoeuvre the wheel to be able to fit the lock, if it's just to do a bit of maintenance, etc., we can then release the handbrake and do that. If we're removing the actual tyre, if we wanted to take this wheel off for any reason, we're going to want to crack our nuts first. So we'll use our wheel wrench to start undoing the wheel nuts now. So it's a 19mm fitting on most of the caravans. So all that we're doing is literally just starting to undo it. We're not going to take them off fully, we're just going to crack them. We'll then jack the caravan fully up. We'll then put the legs down. So we're not going to take the weight of the caravan. All we're going to do is just put the legs down front and back, just so that it can't really go anywhere. If anything happens, it's not going to come crashing down, and you're not going to have anything underneath of there, and they're just going to act as supports. We can then jack it up fully, undo the rest of the nuts, and then remove that wheel. Now if we need to put it back on, it's just going to be in exactly the opposite direction. So put the wheel on, we'll do the nuts back up first, do them up so that they're fairly tight, and then we'll drop the caravan back onto the ground, but obviously make sure that all the legs are fully back up and the handbrake's back on before we drop it back down. And then once we're on the ground, we're going to want to use a torque wrench, and we're going to want to make sure our wheel nuts are torqued up properly. And roughly, this is only a guide, roughly alloy wheels are going to be 130 newton meters, and steel wheels are, I think, 88 newton meters. Some of them are slightly different, and again, it's just going to be checking your handbook or checking the little sticker on the side of the van, and this will tell you what your wheel torque should be. So on here it says if you've got steel wheels, they should be 88 newton meters, and if it's an alloy wheel, 130 newton meters. And we're going to want to make sure then that after about 5 minutes of driving that we just pull over and we just recheck the wheel nuts on the caravan, just to make sure that you've definitely fitted them on there correctly. Nothing's got behind the wheel and it was holding it off. So what you've done is tightened against a little brick or a stone or some rubbish that was in the back of there, and that will just make sure then that your wheels are nicely on there and refitted. hopefully, if you need to jack your caravan up, that is just how to do it and helped you with doing it. As I say, we've got a proper tip coming up again. Just getting ready for the Easter. We're getting ready for Easter, so make sure you watch that video, and we'll see you on Sunday. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and drop us a comment below. Thanks for watching on Mark and Caravan.